season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Mateer. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And I tell you what, man, you want to be an offense that's really, really hard to stop. Have multiple guys that can make you pay and multiple guys that can win outside. Their stud, who we've talked about, like, they didn't even try to feature him. They're going opposite him the first two plays and having success. That opens it up for this whole offense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Under fire. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. In the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake.
Makes the grab in their space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be changing the route. Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on second down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up 3rd and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Knew he had to get to that marker, and the defense wasn't having it, stopping him a yard short.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. He's got it. Wide open spaces. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the red zone, it's Hardy. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them.
Touchdown, Tigers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Throwing right. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Simmons. Got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by... There he goes! Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. Finds a little space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Push down for the tackle.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Simmons. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice move to keep running. Just keeps moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires to the right. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Simmons to throw. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with this guy scrambling.
And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're working that left side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with the Temple Owls taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Owls able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That victory closes the book on a 4-8 regular season, disappointing by any team standards. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Makes the catch.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. They'll give it to Hardy. Finding some room. All the way! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Finds his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play.
It's a seam wide open. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Simmons. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Trying to pick up 7 here on second down from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
He's got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be...
Could be an alley. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Running inside. It's Avent. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, put you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right?
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. From the gun, give to Hardy. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Hardy. Might have a chance. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Here's a give to Robinson. Got a little grass. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. Booster. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got the back over the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
He'll take it himself. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the change for Mizzou.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Powers through the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Roberts. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Burns. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Flips it out in the flat. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Complete in the middle. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're...
Makes a catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Sooners! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That keeps the score. Missouri, 35. Oklahoma, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other